What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys having a great day so far. All right, I've got a good one. This guy's just angry. This guy's angry all around. Not happy with the court staff, not happy with the judge. A lot of things go down. All right, let's watch together. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
04 FH, near Donald Lee Price III, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now you're calling me sir, but when you talk to my staff, you call me the effing judge. You tell my staff they need to do their effing jobs, and but now all of a sudden you come.
No, I was.
And you finish. Now you come to court, you're all play.
I was actually referring to my boss because I was under the impression. Okay, make a long story short, when I left last time, I thought I was making $14 an hour. There was a big discrepancy with my work. Found out I was only making $12 an hour. So we had said everything, and I thought everything was being taken out of my paycheck. So I thought everybody was on the same page. So when I had this lady calling me about this, that, and everything else, I'm like, wait a minute. I said, can we go back in front of the judge? Because
No, you
perhaps
said,
we're
you
not.
said, no, get me in front of the effing judge, and why don't you learn to do your effing job?
I did not.
So you're not calling my staff a liar.
I didn't say back in front of the effing judge. I didn't say that part. But sir, you gotta understand, when I'm under this impression that you guys are garnishing $50 a week out of my paycheck, how is this my fault? I'm trying to remain in compliance. I mean, I'm just really confused. That's a wage garnishment, is it not?
All right, so we're already off to a good start. Who's the judge going to believe? His staff or this guy who's clearly angry? And he's not taking accountability. He's blaming the court for him not paying? How does that work?
Wage assignment. But you see how much comes out of your check, right?
No, I don't. I told you last time, I don't get a check stub, sir. I'm dead serious. I don't get a check stub.
It's paid cash.
No, it gets direct deposited to my checking account. I don't get a check stub. I'm being serious. I have no reason to stand here and lie. That's why I was open and blunt and told you I found out I was only making $12 an hour instead of $14 an hour, like I told you. You know, I'm trying to be honest as best as I can. I have no reason to lie or sugarcoat nothing. I'm trying to get through this and be on the same page as everybody else. That's all I'm trying to do.
Maybe we get rid of the wage assignment and you just pay us directly. Then you're fully in charge of how much you send and when you send it, and then you know exactly what's being sent.
Well, that's fine. I can do that. But I was under the impression it was being taken out of my check, and I just don't want to be non-compliant. You know what I mean? I just don't want that because, like, for example, if you guys were taking 25 and I got to come up here and personally pay the other 25, I just need to know that. You know what I mean? I just need to know so I can get this done and paid for, and I ain't got to be back in front of you. I don't like being here.
Do you get receipts from the court when you
Yes,
get
sir.
payments?
I keep them all in my truck.
Okay. So from your receipts, you would know that, okay, oh, they only took, that payment was only $50, or there was only 25 and not 50. So that would be a way of knowing whether your boss was taking out the right amount or not.
But since last time, I ain't been up here and made a physical payment because I thought it was all being taken out of my paycheck.
So that's what I was asking. Do you get a receipt
Oh,
for your payments
no.
that you make now?
No, since they've been taking it off my paycheck, I don't get a paper receipt unless I come up here physically. I don't get no receipts from you guys.
Have you been working enough that they could take the full $50 and not a short amount out of your check?
I mean, you guys could take $50 a week out of the check. I
No,
mean,
I'm trying to figure out why, if the wage assignment says take $200 a month, why they wouldn't follow that. One reason I could think of is if you didn't have enough hours to justify that.
I
That's what
work
I'm asking.
40 hours a week, so that I honestly, like I was telling the clerk, and I wasn't trying to be rude, but I feel that should be between you guys and my employer. If my employer has a wage garnishment right in front of them, that's not for me to take out of my paycheck. That's up to them. I don't have no control over, what gets taken out of whose paycheck.
It's not a garnishment, it's an assignment.
I don't know the difference, sir. I'm not familiar with all this.
So Ms. Cook, do we know why or how the employer might not be sending the right amount every week? Or?
No, that's why I called him initially, was to ask him if he could talk with his employer to figure out why they're not taking out the full amount. And that's when he got angry with me and started using cuss words, saying it was my fault that I wasn't doing it correctly.
Yeah, he's still not taking accountability. Even while he's standing here in court. Yeah, he's not yelling at the judge right now. But yeah, don't yell at the court staff. It's never going to work out well for you.
The wage assignment that we sent, what was the amount that we sent it to the employer for?
$100 per biweekly.
Okay.
See, I mean, that should be my employer standing here with me. I mean, I know it's my fine, but I mean, if they got an arrangement, that's up to them to meet it. I can't, the only thing I could do is, like she said, she'd call me and, okay, so what are they taking out? Okay, then I'll come up and make the difference. But, I don't want to sit here and like, okay, let's say I got to take my daughter to the ER and I got to miss a day. When I miss a day, I get like a $200-300 paycheck, it seems like. So if I got to sit here and, if they take 25 or 50 and I don't know, and I come up here and make a double payment, that's cutting me that much short, which I don't mind, but I'm just trying to be on the same page.
Well, I guess you and I see things different. I see this as being it's your responsibility
It is.
to pay the money. So we're trying to make it easy by doing this wage assignment. But from on the outside, we don't know how much you work. We don't know what arrangements you have there. So it's not our job to hound your employer to say, hey, why did you not send the full amount? It's your responsibility to track and figure out how much you're sending and why. Now, we'll help if we can, but it's not our job. It's not our responsibility to be the liaison between you and your employer as to how much the wage assignments.
Okay.
How do we know if you didn't take a week off of vacation and they don't send it? We don't know that.
I get in trouble for even, I get in trouble for even missing a couple hours worth of work. My boss is a stiff. Like, I'm being serious.
That's between you and them. That's not us.
I know, but that's why I'm letting you know. I don't miss work.
Now he's throwing his boss under the bus. I thought this guy just has a problem with all authority. He doesn't like the court. He doesn't like his boss. Man, I wonder how he feels about his parents.
It's impossible. My son's graduation, I had to miss that because I'm stuck working.
All right, so it looks like you're $50 behind for February, $25 behind for March.
And when,
Hang on. $175 short for April, $150 short for May. June's not done yet, but we've only got $50 for June.
okay, but did you get my message stating that I wasn't no longer working at J&J? Because you advised me if I ever lost my job to call. Did you ever get that message?
When are you not working at J&J?
Oh, you didn't get that message. After I left here, I had to get the whole rundown of my check stubs. So I made sure everything was in order. That's when I found out I was only making 12 and not 14. I ended up leaving my job because he wouldn't make it right. And I called you the same day. And I, just like I was instructed. So again,
So where are you working?
I'm back at J&J. But the point being is there was a month or two I wasn't working and I contacted the courthouse like you advised me to. I mean, did you get that message?
No.
See, not everybody's on the same page.
We didn't show cause either right away.
But it's
So
still, everybody's.
we let it slide. It doesn't mean that you don't owe the money.
Right,
And
but
the problem is that not J&J. So if you weren't working for J&J, February, March, April, whenever it was, I don't know. But at that point, you can't say, well, they weren't taking enough because you weren't working there.
I'm not talking about that time frame. But if you're sitting there telling me to call up here and keep in contact, let me know when you're not working, what is that even for?
I'm telling you, we didn't show cause you. She must have, I mean, they don't tell me everything. I'm not the collection clerk. I have people that do that. So, but by the fact that you weren't show cause for February, March, April, or May at that time, tells me that, okay, they got the information that maybe you weren't working there. I don't know. But we didn't show cause you then. But now it doesn't change the fact that you're behind and we want to catch you up. That's what we're trying to do.
And I'm trying to tell you that in that time frame I wasn't working, so that's partially why I'm behind. And I contacted you like you advised me to.
Right. So
But
now
if
we're
you
trying
want-
to catch you up.
But if you want me to contact you when I'm not working and you don't get the message and there's no kind of communication, what's it even for?
I'm saying my staff apparently got the message. Otherwise, you'd have been show cause right away. It does not change the fact that you're behind
I
on
know,
your payments.
I
And we're
know.
trying to get you caught up. And that's what we're trying to do.
All right, sorry about this. I don't remember this much downtime.
So in rough numbers, I've got you behind by $400. $50 for February, 25 for March, 175. No, it's more than that. 175 for April, 150 for May, 150 for June, but June's not done. So you're back at J&J now, is that right?
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
and you're working full time.
Yes.
And what's your hourly rate?
Right now, 13.
All right. Can you still do the $200 a month?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Wait a second. I know my phone rang for 1 second and I looked down, but how is he making 13 now? Didn't he say he was making 12? He originally said 14, but he doesn't get a pay stub, which I think is illegal. You have to get some sort of pay stub. It might be digital. You might have to go online, but you have to have some kind of pay stub that says what kind of hours you're getting at what rate. Yeah, but he went from 14 to 12 to 13. I don't understand what's going on. Anyways, let me know what you think. Do you think the judge is handling this correctly for yelling at his staff? He kind of admonished him a little bit. All right, but I'm going to let this video play out. There's only about a minute left. You guys have a great day, and until next time, bye.
How are we going to catch up on what you're behind so far?
The only thing I can do is come up here and make payments on it. I mean, I go week to week, paycheck to paycheck. It's not like I even have family up here. So it's the only thing I can do.
Okay. So how much extra you want to make and how often do you want to make that?
I could do at least 25 a week extra.
Perfect. All right. Now, do you want to do that on your own? Or do we want to go back?
That
to-
I will do on my own.
All right. So we'll send another wage assignment to J&J in case they don't have it. And so that'll get us $200 a month. And you're going to pay an extra $25 a week
Yes, sir.
until the, what you quote behind is caught up.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, The other thing that you should do is you should, I mean, I understand, you're not making a lot of money, things are tight, you got other things. But you should check with your employer, hey, how much did you spend, how much did you send to the court this week?
Oh, I'm gonna,
Okay.
that's the first thing I'm gonna do when I get there.
Because hey, look, the judge is a jerk. He wants to throw me in jail for not paying. Why aren't you guys sending what you're supposed to send? And if they find out that they didn't send it, then you know that you gotta come up and make it up, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that'll be the next order, $25 a week until you're caught up. Wage assignment back with J&J for $200 a month.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all for today.